Okay, everybody, what's going on? So, tonight I figured I'd give you guys a little view into my EDC, or everyday carry items. Alright, so this is some of the stuff that I carry. Alright, right, the shirt's regular Zippo. Alright, there's no fluid in it right now, actually, it just ran out. I don't smoke cigarettes, but I do have a cigar once in a while, and I always like to have a fire implement. Alright, this is a Gerber. This is a Gerber Gator. Now, I've had this knife for a long time. It's really sharp, locks really well. This is one of my favorite knives. Now, I carry this with me every day. Alright, it's a great knife. You could fight with it if you had to. You can cut just about anything. Awesome knife, old school lockback style. Alright, I always carry a flashlight with me, an LED flashlight. This is an LED lenser. Oh, I love this little flashlight. It's got a red light, real bright. You guys see that's like a lightsaber, right? A real bright flashlight. This thing, it takes 3 AAAs. I put batteries. I use this thing all the time, every day. I use it at work. I use it all the time, and the batteries last me months. Super bright. It was like, I think this was like $30. It was really cool. Good flashlight. Now, this here, you guys seen this in my last video. Yeah, I made this myself. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but it works. It's no Staff Sergeant badass leather work, but hey, you know, I'm a carpenter. I'm not a leather crafter, so I do my best. Now this I carry with me every day, this pouch. Now I'm very old school, guys, and a lot of things I carry. I don't like a lot of the new fancy multi-tools and stuff like old school stuff because it tends to last longer and not break. Now this is an El Cheapo. Okay, it's an El Cheapo Schrade pocket knife. You guys can see that. It's kind of hard to see. It's made in the USA. Now you can see this used to be partially serrated. You can see how thin the blade is now from me sharpening it all these years. I've had this thing since, I don't even know. I'm not going to say how long I've had it, but I've had it a long time. Never broken it. This thing stays razor sharp every time I sharpen it. Yeah, got to sharpen a lot, but I wouldn't trade this knife for anything in the world. It's just, you know, great little tiny crappy plastic handled pocket knife by Schrade USA, and it's just, thing's awesome. Carried every day, use it almost every day. This, again, I'm very old school. This is my Leatherman Super Tool 200. This is one of the old school styles, you know, that they made. All the tools are on the inside. A lot of people like everything on the outside, and I do have multiple multi-tools. I got a Gerber suspension. I got a Leatherman Mutt EOD, which I keep on my Molly tack vest, which I'll show you guys, but that's for a specific purpose. I've had this for a long time. Yeah, it doesn't have as many tools as the rebar and other ones, but it's still, I have a rebar also actually, but this one, I've had this for about 15 years now. I've never broken a blade, never broken a screwdriver, never broken a saw. It's got everything I basically need: file, saw, serrated blade, straight blade, Phillips screwdriver, slide screwdrivers. You guys know how the Leathermans work. I've had this for years. To me, old school sometimes is best. Now, this here is a little self-defense knife. It's a United Cutlery. It's not the best knife in the world, but I like the way it fits in my hand, and is an excellent backup. Obviously, this is for self-defense. Like I said, it, you know, got a nice piercing point. Beautiful knife. It's a piece of crap, actually, guys, but I think it's beautiful for what its purpose is. Very lightweight. Don't really understand the circle point here. It's really useless, probably for some kind of stupid design by United. But a lot of times I'll scout carry this behind my back when I'm out and about, especially in not so good neighborhoods. Now this is a nice, as you can see, this has had a lot of usage. This knife is actually an M-Tech knife, and I don't carry this all the time. Usually if I'm carrying a fixed blade on me, which isn't very often, because even though I'm allowed to where I am in New York, as long as it's visible, fixed blade knives seem to scare people away. If I were carrying a fixed blade, it would probably be a K-bar or something along those lines, probably a K-bar D2, or possibly a buck knife, maybe a Gerber, depending. I have lots of different knives, or it might be one of the ones that I made myself, but they scare people because they're too large. So once in a while I'll take this out with me if I'm going into a not so nice neighborhood per se, and I'll make sure it's visible so I obey the laws. But this again, another reason I carry something that's cheaper from visible in the bad neighborhoods, because if a law enforcement stops me, decides they want to take it away from me, they're not taking away anything of high value to me. That's one of the main reasons, just putting it out there, because even though it's legal, sometimes what is legal, law enforcement sometimes is confused on the knife laws and will take them away from you just because. Now this is actually not a weapon or knife whatsoever. This is a punch. It's got a nice little tip. What I like about this is I keep this as a weapon. Perfectly legal to carry. Nothing illegal about this whatsoever. It's just a solid chunk of steel with a point on it. What's nice about this, guys, is that like I said, I've taken plenty of years of knife fighting, so same exact strikes that you would use in a knife you could do with it, like I've said in the past, with a stick or any other object pretty much that you can hold in your hand. This will do some damage, guys. This will work very similar to kabooting. It's literally one strike to the side of the neck or the temple with this, and your assailant, if you hit him right, this is out cold, and nobody even see this coming. It only needs to stick out that much, guys, and it's game over. Now, you could do the same thing. I know people that carry pens, literally a ballpoint pen. You can do the same thing with a ballpoint pen if you know how to strike right. But this is awesome. Actually, if you hit a car door with this really hard, this will go through sheet metal. You can hit it. Trust me. 1 or 2 strikes in a car door with this, you can go right through sheet metal. I've seen it happen. I've tried it, not on my car door, but on sheet metal. So it's cool to have. Get yourself. You guys should always have yourself a legal, unobtrusive object to defend yourself with. If somebody, let's say, somebody gets you in a corner and you don't have any weapons on you, they take your weapons away from you, and you don't want them to know what your last resort is. They look at this, they see this in your pocket, and they look at the hell this is. It looks like a pen or just a blue chunk of crap in your pocket. In reality, this will put a hole through your freaking neck. No problem. This will crack somebody's skull. You hit them with it. And I'm not inciting violence. This is just saying what it could be used for. So that's what I carry. All right, guys. So this is what I carry. You see it all here. My everyday carry for the most part. Like I said, this here is not my knife of choice, but it's one of the smaller fixed blades that I have. And if I need something that I'm not too concerned about losing, I'll take this with me into some not so good neighborhoods. This is an El Cheapo $10 United Cutlery. It's a cool looking knife. I think it's a beautiful looking knife, and it's a great scout carry knife. Keep it right behind your back. It's easy to just draw with the right or left hand, and you got it if you're in a situation where you need to. Again, I carry this probably 80% of the time. This is very rare to carry, but I figured I'd show you guys. These right here come with me every day, every single day. These two go in the leather sheath. This in the big sheath right by it. This goes on the sheath on my left, and the zipper's always in a pocket. Always got to have a way to make fire. Alright, guys. Hope this was a cool little interesting video. Hopefully it's not too long. It's like 8-9 minutes. And I love you guys. Have a good night. And real quick before I get off, I try to interact with everybody who comments. I'm sorry if I don't get to you right away. I will. I read every single comment. And I got the feedback about what you guys want me to do next. Rob Painless says he wants me to put out there that plumbing video, so I'm going to get that out there first. I think Rob Painless and I want to say Survival Comms was their suggestion, so I'm going to do that first. Ashley Young has suggested she wanted to see some hidden concealed furniture, so I'm actually going to make a coffee table with a false top that can house just about anything you want. And I'm also going to show you guys how to make some wall outlet safes and molding safes around your door trim, different kinds of safes in your house. I'm going to do some of those this week, guys, so keep your eyes out for that. By I want to say Wednesday, Thursday this week, maybe Friday, depending on how work goes. I'm going to have those videos up for you, at least 1 or 2 of them. So keep an eye out for that, guys. I promise you I'll get them up there. Just it's a little crazy with work these days. I run a business, so it's kind of hard between work and doing hard labor, running the business all day, and then coming home making these videos. But I'm trying to get them done for you guys, and I really, really appreciate your support. I love all you guys that watch my videos, and I try hard to interact with you guys. So stay with me and stay put for some more cool stuff. Alright guys, it's Matt signing out. Have a good night. Stay safe. God bless.